We're live! Finally! This is where worlds collide. All of our worlds come together for a morning chat and coffee. Do you have your coffee? I don't know about you, but I need the magic beans this morning. It's I haven't been up that long, but let me tell you. So it took us a minute. And it might take a minute for this broadcast to go all the places. But it took us a minute because last time we did a test of going live, um, it didn't, you guys reported back and we could see as well that it started off strong. And then just the quality went really bad, really poor, really pixelated and blurry, right? So this time around, we decided this morning well, we decided before this morning, but we decided that today, this morning for our live, what we would do is get out who we affectionately call Elon Muskrat, get at our Starlink system. So we have in-house Wi-Fi, but it just isn't great. And and it's a big building as well, so that might be part of it. Today it's cloudy out there, but you know what? We set up Elon Muskrat, the Starlink system, and let me know how this broadcast does. So this is our second attempt going live with a different streaming service, a different service. So tell me how this is looking. We actually went to, was it Tucson we got this? I feel like it was. We went out, Matt's here by the way as well. And Stanley. Stanley, I got two. Can you have two lieutenant commanders?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, perfect. So this is like Star Trek, right? So that as well reasons is because he is a data head. And let me tell you, I am not a data head. Nancy, she says, much better picture. Oh, thank you so much. Debbie says, looks great. Okay. All right. Elon Muskrat, you're doing it. You're doing it. We went to Tucson, and when we travel cross country, we go out, of course, to the gem shows, the beach shows. And there was a time where I was uploading every single day. And if you're picking us up somewhere along all the platforms that we're on, all the different socials, we have two YouTube channels. It's Thrift Life, where we thrift across the country, even when we leave Erie, Pennsylvania. And the other channel, which is Sonia Miller, which is where we get creative and we could be doing anything, right? But I was on a streak of doing day-to-day uploads, and it was going great. Never had, I was just going off. When we went out west, we'd pull over and I'd still be able to have enough service to be able to upload my vlogs, which was awesome. And to edit, to upload, I'm like, this is awesome. Like, man, technology, right? I'm finding service everywhere. And then we went, I think it was to one of the campsites in Tucson, and we pulled the RV in. And you think, oh, this is going to be great. I got the password to their Wi-Fi, plus I've got my own. I don't know if it was just such a draw on, you think where the gem show is going on, it's the Mecca, of the world.
Yeah, you
People
got over 10,000 vendors. So yeah.
That might have something to do with it. But anyhow, it was the first night in a long period of time my vlog was ready, and when I tried to upload it for my daily video, it just would not go up. And I'm like, no. And it's if you kind of compete with yourself with like, I can do this every single day, and you get a vlog ready and you couldn't upload it, it just broke my heart. I'm like, no. Oh, I know all my people's watching, and my vlog just can't get up. And it just didn't have service.
So she
Who is it?
she
Edie.
obviously has Elon Muskrat.
Oh, she's watching on her boat in Massachusetts. She says last year could never do that. Usually bad internet. So Matt said, you know what? Babe? I'm going to hook you up. Okay. And this is why I say I'm grateful that I'm married to a data head, because I enjoy getting creative and visual arts. But when it comes to the computer stuff or anything like analytical, that's not my favorite. It's just, yeah, not my favorite. When I worked in HR management, like I did not like the idea of having to do reports. I hated that. I even managed the payroll department for like 2 years as part of that stint. And it took extra output because I'm just not a numbers person. Case in point, the right next to me, there is a box, okay? An adjustable 2-tier rolling garment rack behind me here. And I got all the pieces out probably about a week and a half ago. and I pulled it all out, and then I pulled up the big fold out sheet, and I'm like, oh, the numbers, the letters, the like symbols. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this. So I said to Matt, can you do do this? It's not done just yet, but in between that, I also messaged my son in Japan and took a picture and said, Mom needs your help. Can you fly over? Right. And he's like, I do this, on a daily basis as part of my job. I'm like, yeah, I know. I need you. I need you in my life just because it doesn't come easy. Right. Like, oh my goodness. So
Yeah, ask Edie if she has the marine subscription or the mobile subscription.
did you hear that, Edie?
I'm just curious.
Matt's
because,
curious. The data brain wants to know, do you have the what? The marine subscription
Yeah, because it's a lot. And
or the
mobile.
mobile?
Yeah.
So the way the Starlink works is, it's pretty amazing. So it took us a little minute to get up and running this morning because when you plug it in, it literally looks, for all my furniture people out there, it literally looks like a small tabletop. And or at least it starts like this here, kind of swiveled down. And then when it starts to like adjust, it starts to move. So I'm looking out the window while Matt's plugging this thing in going, do you see it moving? Is it doing what it needs to do, right? And so if you've used Starlink, it kind of swivels a bit until it makes the connection. Now this morning we woke up and it is so thankfully a rainstorm out there. I feel like we've been on this deserted island for how long now? With intense heat. It's been a week of a heat advisory, a heat wave. Edie says, no, but they put in, a new cell tower on shore nearby, and all of the residents fought it. I have Verizon. Well, hey, whatever you got works. That's so awesome. I'm so happy for you. The fact that, we can go anywhere and shoot literally a tabletop at the sky that swivels. This morning it had to kind of re-download stuff and do some stuff, so it took a little extra time. But tell me right now at this moment in time, is this broadcast working okay for you? Edie says, may not get good internet on, how do you say that? Cutty Hunk Island?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right.
That sounds like the places where you're
Where I'm from. Yeah, I know, right? We have some strange, interesting island names.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Any of my family watching from back home this morning, back up on the island, the rock in the middle of the North Atlantic. Oh, we got Elizabeth reporting in. Guys, you know what? That'd be so amazing. Tell me where you're watching from. And give us a morning weather report, like what you're seeing, because I don't know how far this heat wave goes out. I'm pretty sure it went to the Midwest, where just us people who are not usually that hot out here. And it's a different sort of heat as well. Like the humidity, oh my goodness, it is so thick. Like it is, you can cut it with a knife, and it feels very, very claustrophobic. Like do not go into Walmart right now or any big box store that has major AC going that freezes you out, because the moment you open those doors and you walk back outside, it is like the inferno. Okay. It just chokes you again because it is just so hot. And then you just try to get to your car. Oh my goodness. Do you remember the other night trying to get to our car?
Yes. We're not going to talk about that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Matt doesn't want to talk about that.
I don't know.
Are you embarrassed?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
my
don't know
Lord.
if that's an age thing or just honest to God.
I'm going to blame it on the heat. Okay.
Well, we both did it.
All right. Yeah.
We both did it.
Yeah. I think we should tell him. I think it's hilarious.
Tell him.
So we're coming out of I don't know, one of the stores. It may have been Wally World. Yeah, we came out of the store and we're talking and the doors open. It's so hot. We're just trying to get to the car and we're talking back and forth. And literally we just follow each other to this red car. That is not our car, but it is parked over. And both of us seem to think that this red car is our car. And as soon as I approached the car, I thought, you left the window down. Like, I'm always a very lock it up. I'm a secure individual, right? So I'm like, Matt, in my head, I'm thinking, Matt, you left the window down. Like, that's not good, right?
Our car has keyless entry, so you just grab the handle, it opens.
Yeah, and you just grab the handle and it opens. If you have the key on you, it'll know it. It senses your, when you do that. And so we went to the car. And both of us at the very same time reached the handles of the car, and you do the pull like you usually do, right? We each have a key. And I knew as well by the weight of the door, like it felt differently. But as soon as I opened the door, and then of course, let's see,
The smell pot.
the, the interior smell of pot. Oh my gosh. I'm like, is there somebody in here? We like literally just completely opened the doors of somebody else's car. They did not lock their doors, which I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I can't be that person. But yeah, and I'm like, that's not my plaid shirt. Like the smell is not my smell. This is not my car. And both of us like slam the door like, where's our car? Like two of us at the same time, blaming on the heat. Oh my gosh.
Donna.
Oh, okay. I gotta see Edie first. Right, she's right above there. It says one of the Elizabeth Islands by Martha's Vineyard. Is that on that is on
That's
the East Coast?
Massachusetts, yeah.
Oh
That's
wow.
Cape Cod.
That sounds beautiful.
That's where all of the celebrities hang out.
Oh wow. Is it very beautiful? Oh my. I love the island.
Stanley.
So what I've been working on this morning, by the way, is I just cut up some of these little what do you call it? Must be filled out to purchase beads, because we have a million gazillion 500 plus beads now. And so it's like a little shopping list. So if you come to my shop, you get one of these and a little tray and you fill it out. Then you get to keep it as well, because if you're picking crystals or maybe even vintage beads and you just kind of want to know what you have in your stash. So I was just working on that. It's Sunday. The store is open today. We're open 7 days a week here. And we are what? Less than a mile to Presque Isle, to the lake.
Donna has a question.
Okay, Donna says, or is it two? Oh, she wants to do her dining room table top. What do you think I need to do to it? Okay, so I would definitely do you're gonna have to rough it up first, right?
Yeah.
Think about when you get your nails done, they rough it up a little bit before they go ahead and put the polish and the layers on. It's just so that your tabletop has teeth, and so it will suck in and hold on, right? So I would do a nice sand on the top of it. And then I would go ahead and you could like do your paint. If your paint has a paint and primer, you could try that. But definitely I'm a big, especially for a tabletop, if I was using Junk Monkey and you still have Junk Monkey in your stash, use your Junk Monkey, your first coat as being your primer, and then add on a couple layers on top of that. I would do a sand in between each coat so everything lays down nice and flat, and then do a nice top coat. Don't do oil, do water base, because oil will turn yellow over time. A water base will keep your color nice.
At least 5 coats.
Matt's suggesting at least 5 coats. So yeah, a
poly.
poly. I would do a bunch of coats poly for sure. Absolutely. What did Enya say? Or not Enya, sorry. Emma. I think I took your last name and your front name. My scroll on my screen is up a little bit. Did you see that?
That's it. We only gotten in someone else's car while they were sitting there, and they just looked at me.
Oh, like, you're not from around here. This is not your car. Get away. Get away. Ford. Oh my goodness gracious.
Naomi said my mom sat in a stranger's car thinking it was mine.
No way. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine coming out?
You want him to take your mom?
And finding somebody in your car. Yeah, were you setting mom up? What were you doing there, right? Too funny. Edie says, is it Azores? Azores, we had a rental and I opened the door to get in of a car. Lady's purse was on the seat. They never looked our way. Oops. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, I gotta lock my doors. I can't. Like, I am that person that will say, and I might say to somebody, like specifically Matt, did you lock the door? Did you lock the door? Security is very important to me. I've had some experiences in my past, and just in general, like, that is really important to me. I like to know that when I go to, when I'm going to sleep, that there's not going to be any weirdness that I'm not anticipating happening. So, tell me if you're that way as well. But yeah, so this week I feel like I've had an excuse because with the heat, anything kind of funny that happens, or just like, oh my gosh, that happens, you can say, blame it on the heat, because we're crazy here. We all got mad.
Mm-hmm.
So even Stanley, like, he's been acting
he's being a weirdo right now.
He is being a weirdo, isn't he? So he's been coming in here. He's probably mad that I'm sitting here at my jewelry station, because honestly, he's been coming here in this section of our building. We keep the windows closed, and it's our production facility and our storage area. And so he knows now it's cooler over here. I'm pretty sure, just because. And honestly, when I come in, I like it dark. I just like my lamps on. Seriously, yeah. I love
Donna
good
said, "Do I stand
ambiance.
between polyurethane layered?"
You could do take a very, very light buffing pad, just one that's just gonna like knock off anything that you kind of pick up with your brush as you go through.
Yeah,
I would do a
you're
very,
fine. Yeah,
the finest, the finest.
yeah, you're final coat. You're not going to want to.
No, not on your final coat. You don't need to.
But make sure all your dust is gone too.
Yep.
Yeah, the door's cracked. You went out. He's like busting to get out.
Yeah, because Elon Muskrat's out there and he knows that the door is open. So right now while I'm chatting with you, I'm working on,
Just trying to
I'll
fit
show
it
you.
on.
If
Come on.
you've been following me, you know that I've just been having a blast playing in beads. I'm going to tell you. Yeah, you guys, some of you guys will know me from painting furniture and hopping around and painting furniture. And I still do have moments where I'm like, oh, like I have a box that I just bought at the thrift store this week. I'm going to paint. Um, and I have moments, but right now I'm just really enjoying not hopping around and just sitting here, maybe with a fan on, with my favorite podcast, audiobook on, something I'm watching, and making jewelry for my store. I'm just having a blast. And I got my hands on these, if you can see them, vintage pearls. Excuse me, feeling froggy this morning. Need more coffee. Tell me if you've had your coffee. And vintage glass. And so, and then I put a little dangle right here. Where's it to? Right here. A little starfish right there. So I've sold what, 4 of these. I have a couple of them left. If you go to my Etsy, which by the way, I started a brand new website. It's SF Bead for sushi and ferrets bead emporium. So SF Bead. If you caught my recent, a couple of videos back, I shared with you where that name came from. So you're going to have to do the research.
There is a bird that just landed right beside Stanley, just like squawking out.
That's what I said. They have no idea how close the cat is.
Yeah.
So Stanley's been over here, and my desk is a bit of a mess right now. I'm glad you can't see it because I was packing and shipping here behind me. This is my packing and shipping station, and I was facing it, and all of a sudden I heard a big crash. And don't you know that Stan the man decided that he wanted to be a jewelry maker or else really inspect my work. And so he crashed some beads. So I'm blaming it on the heat and the cat. All right. What can I say? Oh, you do. You still have a cabinet full of the Junk Monkey paint. Very nice. The furniture paint. So the truth is, I do have a little bit of paint left that I don't have online. Now you'll see our latest paint project online, which is the collection of, by the way, I got to show you these. I found these most amazing metal beads. They're like little pressed flowers. And I've been using them to hide crimp beads. They're so pretty. They have like a little flower. Do you see it? So yeah, this is mine right here. You know me. I make one for me, one for you. So if I make it and I really, really love it and it excites me, then I make more. So when I put my wire around, I found these really cool hooks. Somebody asked me yesterday, are they magnetic? They're not. They're just the lobster clasp, but they have a heart. I am somebody who is drawn to lockets, which if you meet me, I have a lot of lockets. I actually made this one yesterday. Not finished with it. Not sure if I'm finished with it yet. I beat it this right here, sat here, love it. And that's what's so fun when you bead for yourself because you can make different lengths of necklaces. You can make a whole collection. So for this kind of collection, I've got my beach locket collection right here. I've got my mermaid key right here. I don't know. Always loved lockets. I always loved mermaids. I'm convinced I'm a mermaid that lives on the land. We know this. We've established this many moons ago. But I have my mermaid key, my locket with my Erie beach glass. All my lockets have sold, but I will tell you that I have more here beside me that I'm going to fill up because we've been going out in the evenings and collecting beach glass. So I look forward to doing more of those. But yeah, I do love lockets and keys. So this is one that I just got. Stay tuned because we have a big announcement coming up. If you too want to get some of this beautiful pewter, just nature-oriented magical jewelry, we may or may not have a load on the way. So this is the locket. On the back it says, "Love is the key." I love that. And then I put my little froggy, my little familiar right here. So, and then I have some Imperial Jasper right here that we just got, and I love it. Look at this. This is like found in Mexico, and it has all these colors on it, and it's said to look like paintbrush strokes. I love it. So anyhow, I'm kind of like working on here. I might put a few more dangles or something. I'm working out the layout of that one. Tell me if you love it. But yeah, locks and keys. I just feel that, you know what, you can, you know, I've always said, if you've been following me, that you can make it a good day or a bad day. And so you're the captain of your ship, and the idea of a lock and a key and opening the future in whatever ways you want, working hard to make something happen, you know. Yeah. So I love it. So this is what I do. I have my little really cool souped up with the heart, kind of like a locket. This is reverse. It takes a minute for me to be like, where are you? And then I did my crimp beads for my wire. I have wire stretch cord on its way. It's a Sunday. Maybe tomorrow it will arrive as we fill out our bead bar. We're going to have all the fixins.
It's about September 12th.
I know. I think I can now announce it. I feel like I should. So yeah, beading has become really popular here at the shop. We opened it just a couple weeks ago, and we have had to make a second load to go out of state to find some more amazing things to bring it back in. And I'll show you some of the things that I'm working with right here in a second. But yeah, it's just absolutely been amazing. And I will say, I've kind of missed being part of that community of like just other creatives and stuff. And so I feel like the beading community is giving me some new life and some new fire. But one of the wonderful people that we met along the way, if you follow my daily videos, you know that we went over in Ohio. Or no, that was Milwaukee. We went. I don't even remember.
Milwaukee.
Yes.
It's just Algonquin for the good land.
America's Dairyland.
Yes.
I love the cheese.
Yes.
Cheese Castle.
I brought back how much in sausage?
We need to go back. We found these most amazing string. For me, my favorite was the string smoked mozzarella in a bag. It was so good. It was smoked cheese. I love anything smoked. Growing up on the island that I'm from, we did a lot of smoked fish. Okay, my dad was a fisherman, and a lot of things we experimented with smoke, and you could just get it. So think where I'm from, like down here in Pennsylvania, you find all the vegetable roadside stands. Where I'm from, you're gonna find like crab and lobster and mackerel and codfish and all those things, right? And anyhow, I always loved smoked fish. I became allergic since moving to Pennsylvania. I know, a very, very sad thing. And but when I eat smoked mozzarella, it kind of reminds me of smoked mackerel, and it just fires off the pistons. You know what I'm saying?
That's just picking on you.
Is that Tess from back? I guess you would be considered Laurel Highlands, right where you are, Tess?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Between-
stake the tomatoes. What was that?
Between Norvell.
What's the name of the little town she's from?
Calumet. It's
Yes,
the backside of
in that little
from Norvell.
behind. Yeah. I know where you are.
Cut that.
She says hello to you as well.
Yeah.
She says off to plant more basil. I love basil. Basil tomatoes. Get the balsamic vinegar. What else do you need to make the caprese salad? That's it. Oh, mozzarella. Mozzarella, olive oil.
Sea salt, pepper. Crazy. Yeah.
That sounds so good. So anyway, we're going to put this on here. We're going to keep going.
Damn it.
But big announcement, mark your calendars for September the 12th. Okay. It is a Thursday. And our friend, an amazing creator, she has her own bead line. Her name is Ava Motherwell. And if you're in the bead world, you may know her. Yeah. She created a show that has been traveling around the US in the big cities since the early 90s. She shared that she used to go to gem rock crystal shows, and she would go there and just kind of like feel like she was missing out on the beads, right? Your crystals would be in rock form, and she just wished that there was more bead vendors there.
Oh,
And so, what's that?
Trogger.
That's it. For Tess, we know where you are. We know where you live. So we used to live and work back in that area, for those of you who know us from the Ligonier days. So so she created her own show. How amazing, right? Again, keys, do whatever you want. It's all you. If it doesn't exist, create it. That's what we've always done with our stores. Create the experience that you wish existed for yourself. So she went and she created her own bead show. And that was since the 1990s, and just all these bead vendors signed up to be part of it. And it's very, very well known. And so I think that's pretty amazing. And so she has her own bead line as well. So she reached out and she's like, hey, want to collab? I'm like, yes, absolutely, we do. So she's going to be here September the 12th. She's getting ready to announce it. So if you're on my feed, you're learning this first. But she's going to be here at our shop in Erie. So if you're planning a road trip to come see me, please do. That day is going to be great. We'll probably put out, we'll make it a whole festive day. Probably put out some refreshments. She has like tables and tables and tables of beads. She does glow in the dark beads. So if you're into like the uranium glass, these beads are not uranium glass, but it's that effect of glowy jewelry. And the beads that she makes, it's really a throwback to vintage days of just old jewelry, rosettes. So we sell her collection here if you want to come check it out before she actually comes. Excuse me.
Mister, I ate all the grass.
Time for more coffee.
In front of the door.
But she makes things like unicorns, excuse me, and roses. And oh my gosh, just all the things are so amazing, right? And all the drops and the beautiful colors. So anyway, I'm just saying, if you need a road trip, I will be here on Thursday, September the 12th. Plan it. You should come. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good day. So that's the super secret thing. So takes me a minute, man. When I get up in the mornings, I feel like the summer allergies. I have a Claritin in me right now. It should still be working, but when you first wake up in the morning and I have food allergies. I have nature oriented allergies. So it does kick your butt sometimes. Nancy says, I have some glowing glass jewelry. It's so fun. I know. Oh my gosh. Do you have the old uranium? Or do you have the newer that's kind of like a throwback? So let me show you real quick. Tell me where you're watching from. And
How am I supposed to sit in this now?
I'll show you what I'm looking at. What is it? The cat was all over it. Wet kitty paws. I know. Stanley went out for a moment. Stanley, take your seat. All right, so all the beads, you ready? Let me just show them to you really quick. We have got a red bronze, and I'm going to tell you something pretty, something that I think you should need to know about pearls in just a second. Yeah.
I'm going to get the shop ready to go.
Okay, go for it. What time is it right now, by the way?
19 after 10.
Oh, okay. We open in about
40 minutes.
40 minutes. So he's going to go turn the lights on and stuff. Okay, so we got red bronze pearls. Can you see them? They're beautiful. Tell me if you're a pearl lover. See, this is what I've been told, and kind of how I feel as well from my own personal perspective, is that pearls were really popular for a time and then they stopped being popular. Well, they're popular again now, and I'll tell you why. At least one of the things that's contributing. This is another one. This one is called Blush Pink. So I'm going to do some vintage glass today, and I've been doing the classic white pearl right here. These guys right here. And making bracelets like this that have been selling quite well. So that's what I'm working on now. I'm going to knock out a few more, fill back up my station. Look at these cool royal blue ones. They're beautiful. So one of the things I like is that when we do get out to travel, these are gorgeous. These are bigger bronze, green color round ones. Look how massive they are. They're beautiful pearls. When you get out to travel and you get to meet miners or people who are closely connected to not the manufacture, but the harvesting of crystals, and things that grow in nature. There we go. This is the vintage glass that I've been using. What else have I got around me? You get to hear like what's going on. So if you find, especially as a store owner, and we bring in crystals, sometimes all of a sudden, like, crystals will disappear. Like, what happened to the crystals? Like, I can't get this in anymore. And you talk to a bunch of your contacts, and then you finally get the story because they are close to the truth of the matter. By the way, I pulled these over as well. We have, if you go on my Etsy, remember SF for Sushi Ferrets, Sushi and Ferrets Bead Emporium. Go watch one of my latest videos. You'll see why we named it that. But it's a fun reason. So SF Bead will get you to all the places. It'll take you kind of to a drop-down menu of all the places that you can follow me on the daily. But I did put up some pewter beads. So this one is a double. It's got a moon, and it's got a, I don't know how close you can see it. By the way, tell me how this video is doing. We're testing Elon Muskrat Starlink today. This is the moon. Do you see the moon over here by my thumb facing that way? And then there's kitty cat. So I was thinking I could add some of these in as well as I continue to work with the beads. This is just a little kitty cat face. How close can I get? How close can I get? Ah, there we go. Little kitty cat face. So cute. So I'm also thinking about doing that. But they are in some like these avocado yellow green ones. Olive peacock. I don't think I showed you these guys yet. And they beautiful. I think these are larger ones. Oh my gosh, I love it. I'm gonna have to make something with that too. So here's what I found out, that pearls had a heyday back in the day. The pearls that I have here today with me, I got them from our vendor, and he has had them in storage for 20 years. They're vintage pearls. And he actually showed me the tags that were on them, and I could read 2004. Okay. So he said back then they were really popular, and he had all these beads that he would go ahead and make available for distribution. And then the pearl craze kind of died down, as everything does. There's trends, just like there is with furniture paint, right? It is just the way of the world. You know, I wish it was different, but it is what it is. So for 20 years, these pearls have been hanging out with him. And he was really excited. He's like, "You like the pearls?" I'm like, "Yeah, I love the pearls." So pearls are making a comeback overall. Of course, June is the pearl month as well. So this is the month of the pearl. Yesterday, I had a girl come in and she spent over $100 in pearls. Somebody treated her to a gift card here at the shop, and she just loaded up. And we were talking about pearls. But one of the things I found out is that right now the supply and demand of pearls. It's just harder to get pearls. And my vendor told me that there's 3 factors that contribute towards it. And number one, he said that the areas where freshwater pearls are grown, the water conditions have changed, like gotten warmer, things like that. And the amount of pearls produced are less. So there's less pearls going out. He also shared with me that there's a lot of labor that goes into when you actually have a colored pearl. Pearls are not naturally this color, like the peacock colors and the green colors. But he shared with me that they have to be injected with a dye. So, and he told me that it's not an outer coating that's like sprayed on them or anything, at least not these. These are authentic, that somebody has to actually put a dye into them to give them a color if it's something other than the natural color. Look at these beautiful blue, right? That's not natural. If you find a blue pearl, let me know. So, it takes a lot of labor to do that. And right now there is a labor shortage happening in these areas where the pearls are being grown, where there's not enough people and manpower to even keep doing that. So the lack of them being actually grown, plus the ability to find people to do what they do with the pearls, has just contributed to lesser pearls going into the market. These are vintage pearls, which is amazing. I love using like old reclaimed stuff, right? So I think that's beautiful. But I just wanted to share that with you. I enjoy getting out, traveling the country, and then meeting people who are close to these industries that can tell you the truth of what's going on. Like I remember one time we couldn't find bumblebee jasper. If you know bumblebee jasper, tell me. And then we talked, we would go around like to all of our vendors. Do you have it? No, can't get it. Nobody can get their hands onto it. And it's a really pretty, oh my gosh, yellow stone. Well, it contains some, excuse me, uranium, and it was being used up for other like programs. And so the supply that was being kind of opened up to the average day user, they just couldn't get it anymore. So there was kind of like it was closed down to the general public, and it was only used for some governmental things. So anyhow, I'm like, wow, okay, well that explains why we have been like talking to all our vendors and nobody has it. And then you finally reach one that actually has the insight and tells you, Nancy, I am on all channels, girl. She's what channel are you on? Yeah. So we have been creative entrepreneurs for quite some time. Some of us know us from all different parts of different branches. So yeah, you can pretty much find me, but I'm on Facebook and YouTube right now. There's a way that you can live as well, which I will do on Instagram, but I have to watch a whole tutorial because apparently there's keys you have to enter. And this morning, just getting Elon Muskrat Starlink up and running, that was about enough for me. So I'm like, okay, we'll deal with, you know, learning to go live on Installator. Deborah's in Tampa, Florida. What's it like down there? Is it humid down there? Are you guys getting a lot of heat? All right. So the question is, this is the one that I want to replicate. Everybody's been loving on this guy right here with the vintage pearls, the vintage glass. So we're ready to go. We got our class. Let's load on. So all the colors I have, like I said, I've been doing classic, but I can totally change out. And I might stick with this kind of smoky. This one was really popular. The smoky glass beads. The ones that I did with this color completely sold out. I don't have any more. In fact, I was even asked to do a custom one, but I'll show you what I do real quick. And that is, think of a color that would work really nice with the smoky. So let's eyeball up all our pearls. Here comes Matt. I don't think I want pink. Matt, what do you think would be good with these smoky gray, brown? It literally looks like smoky quartz. It's not. It's just vintage glass. What one do you think I should pair? Last time, that might be too much. The green.
Maybe the blue.
Blue.
Lighter.
Oh, blue could be kind of cool. You know what? That would give a whole. Or this one. What do you think about olive peacock? Or is that too close? What do
Too
you think?
close.
You want me to do blue?
I'd do blue or the lighter
Your
one.
pick. Any pick. What do you want me to do? Want to do pick? You want to do blue?
Why not?
See how it looks?
Yeah.
All right.
Here we go.
There we go. So we're going to go with the blue ones right now and see how they look together. Somebody will love it. So Matt is designing this bracelet. How do you feel? Now you're now a bracelet designer.
It feels right.
It feels This is the end. I got to cut it. So I'll go through the, where's all my stuff, Stanley? It's in a million places. Let me just cut this piece right here. So I'm using wire today. Yeah.
Sorry.
You're good. And yeah, I have the supplies coming in. So if you want to buy the wire and stuff, you're going to see that. Add it to my Etsy or come in the store and get it. I have wire and I have my favorite stretchy cord as well. Oh, look at that. Ain't she a pearl? We love it. We love it. Pearl. We should call her Pearl. All right. Oh, that's not bad. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. That's pretty cool. All right. Go, Matt. So it's everybody up to. What's that?
That's what I do.
It's what you do. Yes, it is. So last night we went to see
Tape face.
Tape Face. You want to tell them about it? Matt actually got to be on stage.
Oh, it was actually one of the best shows I've seen in a long time. He
Come
does
over
no
closer.
talking.
You guys hear him?
Well, I'm not getting my camera.
Come
because
sit on my
I'm
lap.
not ready yet.
Just bring your chair over.
No, I'm not getting in front of the camera.
Just okay. I won't. Just like
I'm
come
right
to the
here. I
side of
can
me.
see the audio. They can hear me. So Tape Face is good. If you saw him on America's Got Talent, he's fantastic. If you don't get a chance, the show was a lot of comedy packed into a very small bit, and it was no talking, and it was probably one of the best comedy shows you will see. So it was very much, I think, almost every part had audience participation in it, so it was good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. He did an entire show with no talking. Dude comes out. I think he had a striped shirt on, didn't he? Striped shirt.
Mime, like a classic French mime shirt.
And a messenger bag, which was hilarious. And big tape over his face, like duct tape.
Mm.
And then spiky hair. And then he had his face kind of makeup up with like dark black eyes and the mime, the light face, traditional mime that we would see. It was so funny. So the makeup, his mannerisms, he's really funny. So I guess he performs. What place is it in Vegas? They said
MGM Grand.
MGM Grand. We didn't have to go to Vegas, although it felt like Nevada here yesterday. Pretty hot.
This was the Nevada with humidity.
I was thankful actually, yeah, to go. I'm like, I know they're gonna have their AC cranked because it's one of those places you go and it's like, it's so cold. It's cold. You might need a jacket. So I'm like, we're gonna cool down these bones, this flesh. So yeah, it was a good time. It really was. Matt got selected to go on stage. And it was him and two other guys, and it was this whole skit of him basically being told without being told verbally these actions to do, which were really funny, to just a song. Oh my goodness. What song was it? I can't remember. It was a hoppin'. It wasn't Bee Gees or anything, but what was it? Like an old, what song was it? I can't remember. You guys had danced to.
Oh, I don't even remember. I was just worried about not
You were-
screwing up.
You were doing the John Travolta, you know,
Staying on.
staying alive. They were doing all those moves, but it had three guys, and like on his command, each one of them would have to do the move that they were assigned to do, and they took direction without words. So I'm just kind of moving around. Look how pretty that is. Can you guys see that? Look at that. We love it. Good job, Matt. Yeah, I like those colors. I wouldn't have naturally picked them, but you know, you see them and you're like, that really works. So maybe I'll do a couple of these and put them up on Etsy and in my shop today, since I kind of like that pairing. Now I just have, maybe I'll do, let me see, do I want to do a pearl? No. How many pearls do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I feel like that might be the end, because I have to put one of these guys on as well to end cap it. And that's a nice like width right here. So let's see. And then there's more. And then we have to put on the little, yep, that's it. Then we have to put on the little loop. So that's going to be real nice right there. I feel like that's going to match up good. Right there. All right, let's do it. Are you committed? I'm committed. I'm committed. So let's grab one of, what one do we want to use? These are good right here. I like them. So they're a solid ring, and then it has the little loop. So that way you can, you know, I don't like using jump rings. By the way, these are my little, I'm bending down to pick up a few of these little crimp beads, which are the most amazing things in my life. I love it. Crimp beads, dude, so fun. I get so excited over the little things that I never even knew existed. You know what I'm saying? Oh. All right, so I do 2. What do I do then, Sonia? Well, we put the wire through the little loop. All right, making jewelry, man, it is the best. That's a natural. See, you already.
I don't believe you.
So we go through the loop, and then we come back, and we want to get that up as close as possible to this little pretty. Let me just put this down for a second. I'll get this all hooked up so that one of these days we'll have a second camera. Okay, today was just, by the way, report, how is the broadcast doing? How is the broadcast doing? Is Elon Muskrat our ticket? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and now I'm gonna crimp these beads. And we're gonna have fun. Gosh darn it. All right, the beads are crimped. The beads are crimped. I report the clothes is in the washer and the beads are crimped. There we go. Nice. Now what happens is you feed this little piece of wire through this little bead here that covers those little crimp beads. I understand there are crimp bead covers. I have yet to find them, but I'm going to tell you that I love finding my own like metal barrel beads, because I feel like it makes my work different. And I love these. All right. There we go. All right. And then that slides on over there. And this hooks onto here. And my friends, I kid you not, we have made a bracelet today. Look how beautiful that bracelet is. We give it room to wiggle and to move around, you know, but there we go. Slide around. Sounds really kind of, you know, listen, I am that person that loves a clackety keyboard. If you get the ASMR, you get the ASMR. But you can hear me coming a mile away because I've got all my little lockets and things on it. I'm going to add a little charm on here as well. Okay. So what I do is I pick like a spot, like probably the spot right here. It's a solid ring. So I'm going to open up a little jump ring and we're going to pick a charm. Now I collect charms wherever I go and I have quite a stash of them. So let's see here. As I look through all of them, we got stars, we got keys, go figure. We got owls. Matt, what do you think? This is your design bracelets. So I'll give you some options. I'll let you pick.
It's
Okay?
blue and what? Green?
Yeah, I got I got like
That
nature
sounds
tree of
more
life.
oceany to me.
You want to do, okay, all right. Fine. Fine. All right, I got these. All right, this is the ones I've actually been working with. Do you see one on here that you like?
It's not whatever you want. Turtles to
Turtle?
your two words.
Turtle. I cannot wait. We're gonna be making something with these. I got a whole bunch of these wings. Oh my gosh. If you love naturey things, girl, I got you. I got you. You want to do, well, this would keep with my oceany kind of collection. You want to do turtle? I also love these. I picked these up. I got a bunch of these. Do you see them? They're like a resin, really pretty. So I feel like that could be a nice little dangle. All right, you want to do turtle. One turtle coming right up. All right, turtle, here you are. So yeah, if you are getting into like doing this stuff, keep collecting like all the little things like this here. You can find this on like, I don't know, if you go thrifting and you find some thrifty, like just old bags of jewelry, you can cut stuff up, make it with the old to kind of like give it a new look. We need a jump ring. Jump rings are just loops like this, but they're broken, okay? And so meaning that they're not a continuous circle. So you take one here, and when you find your other ones, you find them right here. Put that little opening at the top. Magic beans are kicking in. All right, there we go. And we can ply it open. Never want to ply it back. Ply it open like this so you can put them back together. And then we're going to go ahead and apply said turtle right here. Yeah, it's my dream. Like if you thrift with me, my dream is to come upon the craft section and see somebody's entire. I bought bottles of buttons, but I want to buy bottles of vintage beads. That would be a dream. That would be a dream. It makes me look at jewelry in an entirely different way. All right, we did it. Yeah, she's closed. She's closed. Matt, are you ready for your bracelet?
It's your bracelet.
You can't handle it.
No.
Can you handle the truth? The truth is, this is amazing. You what?
I can handle it.
You can handle it? All right. Just a bit of coffee. Edie, I appreciate you. She says, loud and clear in Westport Harbor, Massachusetts. No interruptions at all. So, girl, I'm kind of jealous of you out there on the water. Oh, my goodness. How long are you out there for? You just going to, like, kind of float the entire day? Do you pack a lunch? What do? Listen to some good music? You know, listen to your favorite podcast or, you know, YouTubers.
Listen to you, obviously.
Yeah, I know. Me and Edie's having a good time here. Did you see it?
What?
You got to see this.
Okay.
So this one is available.
You need to.
This is going to be Matt's collection. Maybe I'll make, I think I have enough to maybe make 2 more of these and then maybe 2 more. Yeah, yeah.
After. Well,
Look at this.
very nice. Yep.
All right. So she's a dangler. Look at that. We love her.
Awesome.
We love her. So that one's going to go on. So what I do is, because every bead makes a difference to the length of your bracelet, right? Now, when you do a clasp, I like that. As long as it doesn't roll out over your arm, you don't want to lose it. But if you're a stacker, it's nice to have different sizes. And so what I do is when I go on my Etsy, I take the time. People can try them on when you're in a physical store. So that's always nice because, you know.
Stanley's in place. He's perched at the door waiting for the first customer.
He knows.
Yep.
I can escape with you.
Which
I kept this yardstick and I'm so thankful I did. But if you ever see my jewelry online, yeah, say hello. What I do is I open it up and I lay it out. So these bracelets are usually right around 8 inches in length. So if you put 8 inches around your arm, you'd have an idea of how big that is, right? This one might be maybe closer to 8.5, I'm going to guess, because I think I added an extra bead or so onto there. But
it's extra.
it's nice to have. It is extra, and it is nice to have different lens. So we just did that. Me and you. Me and you. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So
we got to roll because I gotta, you know,
perfect timing.
I gotta get all dolled up for.
This is why I decided to go live at 9:30 in the mornings. By the way, I'm going to be on here every day at 9:30. Now today we got a later start. But you know what? We did a test and it worked out. So it paid off. I'm really happy. So we'll be on here daily. Our shop does open 11 o'clock, 7 days a week. So we got to roll now and go get things ready. All the lights, the music, action.
Yep.
All right. So good job, guys. Good
We
job.
will see you soon.
Yeah, let me know if you enjoyed hanging out. If you like this idea of just hanging out and having a morning live and having some coffee. I still have coffee I need to drink right here. I'm doing iced coffee. Do you do hot or cold in the summer? There's
I
no
do
way I can
no
drink hot coffee. Oh my goodness. You do no coffee. I know. You do a different style of magic beads. Matt's got his own go-go juice, but it's not coffee.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I didn't even know who you are. I love coffee. I love the taste of it. I love how it feels. Love drinking it. So good. All right, friends. With that, over and out. I will see you again tomorrow at 9:30. And I should be square on the dot at 9:30 tomorrow. Take care. Have a beautiful day and do something you love. Bye.